Okay, next we're going to look at finding the diameter of a circle with a circumference of approximately 20.045 meters. Now that sounds kind of like I gave you the answer. I kind of did. I gave you the circumference. So in that case, we're going to need to use a little bit of algebra. We're going to start with the formula circumference equals pi times diameter, and we're going to plug in what we know. We know that it's approximate, so they're already using this symbol, which tells us that we can use 3.14. We're looking for the diameter, so that's still the unknown. And over here, we're going to put the 29.045 in place of the circumference. This is multiplication, so the inverse would be to divide both sides by 3.14, and then we would get 9.25 meters is approximately the diameter. Again, we know it's approximate because the answer was an approximate, meaning somebody had already used 3.14. So the step here was to divide both sides by pi, and basically we're just working backwards. The area of a circle is the number of square units of surface the figure covers. You can use the equation A equals pi r squared to find the area of a circle when you know the radius. So notice, circumference, you had to know the diameter. Area, you need to know the radius. The radius is the distance from the center of the circle to the edge of the circle. Since the diameter goes through the center from one side of the circle to the other, the diameter is equal to 2 radii. You can find the exact and approximate the same way you did for circumference. The exact, we leave the pi symbol alone. We do not substitute for it. Area equals pi r squared. Pi times the radius, 2.4 squared. If we do 2.4 times 2.4, we get 5.76. Pi times 5.76 is just rewritten as 5.76 pi centimeters squared. Don't forget your answer is in units squared because it's area, two-dimensional. Approximate answer is where we take out the pi symbol and substitute in the 3.14. 2.4 squared is still 5.76, but now we have a number to multiply it by the 3.14, and the area is approximately 18.0864 centimeters squared. So why is the area measured in centimeters squared, even though it's a circle? It is two-dimensional. And so a two-dimensional area answer is always going to have units squared. Area is always units squared. And that would be true if you were finding the area of a triangle, an area of a trapezoid, anything else we've already done. Unless otherwise instructed, when you're asked to approximate the value of an expression involving pi, you are going to use 3.14, and you're going to round your answer to the hundredths place. Now this question asks us to do it two ways, the exact and the approximate. So if we start with area equals pi r squared, and we're going to do exact first, pi times a radius of 6 centimeters would be 6 squared. It's going to stay equal because we are not substituting anything for pi, times 36, and then we just rewrite it as 36 pi centimeters squared. That's your exact. If you're going for approximate, same idea, start with your formula. This time we are going to switch the value of pi with 3.14. Radius squared is still 6 squared. We have a number now, 3.14, to multiply by 36, and the area is approximately 113.04 centimeters squared. So two different answers worth the same. Here, this would be the answer you would need if you're going to Home Depot to buy materials. This would probably be the way you would leave your answer if you were a scientist and you were then going to present your results to a group so that you had all of the digits of pi represented here. Here, this is going to be close enough if you're measuring and cutting something for a project. Find the exact and approximate area of a circle with a diameter of 10.4 feet. Now it's area. The area formula does not use diameter, so we would have to do a quick calculation here. If the diameter all the way across is 10.4, then we know halfway across the radius is 5.2 feet. So we are going to find both the exact and the approximate. So same idea as above, area equals pi r squared, still going to be equal since we're not removing the pi symbol, and we're going to do 5.2 squared. Remember, that's 5.2 times 5.2. So that's approximately 27.04 pi. I'm sorry, not approximately. 27.04 pi. And that's feet squared. We reserve approximately for when we have substituted 3.14. So here, take out the pi symbol, 3.14 times 5.2 squared. That's still going to be worth the same value, only now we have 3.14 to multiply it by. And the area is approximately now 84.9056 feet squared. And the reason I say now it's this answer, because now we've actually multiplied it by pi. So this one's your approximate, and this one's your exact. All right, so that's everything that we are going to talk about for area and circumference of circles. Thanks, guys.